Gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TDM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I feel like my mic is a little bit too low and I didn't really move it that much. But here we go then into the gameplay for today's episode. Now, I do apologise for the gameplay actually, because it's not going to be like clips of games. It's going to be just a full first half of football. I didn't want to put the full game in, so what I'm going to do is just put the 45 minutes in. We'll talk over it because there's a few comments, I'm sure. Yeah, the top comment is common sense, and I'm taking it. But yeah, we'll go through a few of the comments. I haven't read any of them, so I'm going to do this blind. It's fun to do that because you end up reading things you wouldn't normally read and answering things you would normally answer, because of course you are going to cherry pick most things. This is the team with Best in. I've played 2 games yesterday, lost them both 1-0. I cannot score. I am struggling so bad. The first team that I played actually was a very, very cheap, I'm talking like 25, 30k Premier League team. He was equally as bad as I was, and neither of us could score. The reason he managed to score is because I made a mistake by moving my centre-back too far out. I actually controlled him because it was like the 80-something minute, 82nd minute I think it was. I actually lost this game 1-0 as well. This was an 88th minute goal, and again, my fault. And it's just one of those. I tweeted it out. You know, it's gone from let's find the angle for the finesse to the first one to control the centre back loses the game, and that's essentially what this game is. You'll get people who are good at the game and able to pass through you, and who are able to find the gaps, etc. But the AI defending is so good in this game that so long as you just control your CDMs and make sure that they stay at a distance, they can't score. And it's gone from one extreme to the other. The problem is they built the game around time finesse shots, so the AI defending wasn't that big of a deal. And the passing isn't good enough in this game for it to be based on passing. Like, passes just don't go where you aim them. And that's the problem. The game is now heavily reliant on passing and the accuracy of passes, and the game just can't cope with it. So you are left with a mess, and that's exactly what we have. Now, I know full well that they will tweak this before it comes to consoles, and everyone will be like, what do you want about? You idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. They've not really done an awful lot to it. So I'm hoping they do, to be honest. I don't care. If people call me an idiot, that's fine, so long as I get some element of enjoyment left, back from this, because it's really frustrating right now. It is literally who can pass the other into a coma first. It's very frustrating. I don't like to moan. I know I moan a lot, but I really don't like to. It's just really annoying that they've gone from one extreme to the other with it. Sorucha says, don't review Rebic. He's got a better Europa League card. That's cheap as well. Yeah, again, I said it in the... what video is it? Team of the Week review. I do it on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, or thereabouts every week rather. And I said it then. They gave Rebic the inform, which, to be fair, he probably did deserve it, or there. I think he got a goal and assist man of the match, so you can't really argue. But it's frustrating that they give people informs when they have cards that are better. Like, why are you even bothering? Like, especially when he's that cheap. He's about 20k anyway. So you've just released a card that's 2 ratings below the Europa League, and yet he's only 20k anyway. So literally no one will use that card. Even if they get it as a red player pick, people will be like, I'd rather just spend 20k and get the better version. So in my opinion, they probably should have released it either 84 or given him an 85 rated card. But, it is what it is. Adam Sefton says, haha, I did see that coming after your patch update video, you not liking the game and not wanting to play 30 games. Glad you said it humorously, though. GG, keep up the grind. Much love on the series. Thank you very much, Adam. It's annoying, right? It's so annoying. I got the team together, and of course we've just added George Best to it, and it's a side that I just want to play with. It would have been fun to play with, right? But now that they've changed it and they've taken out my favourite mechanic, it's not enjoyable for me personally anymore. And now I don't want to play 30 games. It's so annoying that that's happened. I couldn't get 1 week with my team. But, it is what it is. And I probably did have enough time this weekend to play the full 30. I've not played any today. just because I don't want to play the game right now. It's infuriating to play. It's boring more than anything. Look at it. It's just passing. 33 minutes so far, and I don't think there's been a shot. It's like that. And my tweet, right? I tweeted out saying, the game is now boring because it's just, passing. And someone said, I'd rather that than concede 98% of shots from time finesse shots. You can move the goalkeeper. All right. Have you tried low-driven finesse? Tried for the first time last night, and keepers were struggling to save them. Diving over the ball. Yeah, I know how to do it. Yeah, it is a really difficult shot to master. I'm sure once you get it, muscle memory will take over and you'll be fine. But for right now, I'm actually having to talk myself out of timing everything. I will try and time every single shot. I'm struggling to score, obviously, like I said, but every single shot that I try and take, whether it be a finesse or just a standard shot, I feel like I need to time every single one. So I need to make sure that I get rid of that out of my system, because right now it's costing me. I've had a few opportunities. I think there's a few opportunities in this game, might be second half, and the game I played before this one, and I was in on goal, and I just pressed the wrong button. The Diogo Jota review that I did earlier today, there's a goal that I scored with him in there that I nearly missed from 6 yards out because I hit a time finesse in the yellow, like I said, from about 6 yards out. I didn't mean to. It was just muscle memory that I did it, so I need to talk myself out of it. But I'm definitely going to have to try and master the low driven. I've heard that low drivens are somewhat overpowered now on this patch. I timed that as well. I shouldn't have. There was no need for me to. I could have just kicked it. I could have just finessed it standard, and I didn't. Are Litmanen and Gerrard tradable? Would love to see you try out the 88 Seedorf or any version of him, and Gattuso. They are tradable, but they are literally the only reason I'm still playing this game. I'm an advocate of playing with people you enjoy using. So Gerrard and Litmanen are two of my favourite players of all time in real life, and I want them in the team regardless of how bad they are or how inconsistent they are or anything. To be fair, Gerrard's been absolutely fantastic. Litmanen is now on the bench, so to be fair, I could sell Jari Litmanen and go and buy a better CDM to replace Fabinho. But I like Fabinho. He's enjoyable. I love having Gerrard in the team. Being able to bring Jari Litmanen on is great. Ronaldo and Ibra are now in the side. Rivaldo and Best, there's just no room for those type of players. Even though they are technically better than the ones that I have, I would rather use the ones that I have. See, there's another comment here. Change Fabinho with an icon or someone better. I like Fabinho. I don't have a problem with him. It's not that I want to improve him. I don't need to improve him. I don't feel like he is a problem. Does that make sense? I'm not saying. I know I said what can I do to improve this team. I know people are saying you need to improve on Fabinho, but it's not necessarily about the rating. It's more about the enjoyment factor for me. And at the moment, Fabinho is not doing anything wrong. In fact, if anything, Rivaldo is probably going to be the person that I need to upgrade next. Maybe Skriniar. I don't want to upgrade Skriniar, to be honest, but maybe Skriniar and Alexandro are going to be the next two that need switching. I could probably cope with Rivaldo for now, because I say cope. A 92 rated prime icon. Oh, I can cope with him. Don't worry. He's still class, but you know what I mean. Now, we do have a few packs to open, so without any further ado, let's go and crack them open, shall we? And I think the way that I'm going to have to do it is let me just show you the team very briefly. If you just missed the last couple of episodes for whatever reason, that's the side in the way that it looks, and there's nothing about that team, ideally, that I would actually like to change. I like all of it. The entire thing is fantastic. Yeah, we've got an 85 rated centre mid, and he's not a special card. He's been there since almost the very beginning, and Alexandro has been there for over 200 games. It says 14 because we packed an untradeable version, but he's been there for as many games as Dani Alves, so he's played 236 games. That's how I'm going to keep tabs on Alexandro, because they've played the same amount of games. But yeah, I know I said, where do I go from here, and people are only giving me suggestions, and that's fair enough, but the problem is I don't want to switch out Fabinho. I've mentioned Gattuso in the past, but I don't actually want to do it. I think what I'm going to focus on doing is maybe improving the bench. Like, I have Mahrez to bring on instead of Rivaldo, which is cool. I've got Tevez to bring on as well, and of course Jari Litmanen. But maybe instead of Nainggolan, I need a better CDM that I can bring on, and maybe one that would fit where Fabinho currently is. So maybe we could swap them out for a few games each, so that we could keep Fabinho on the bench to come on every now and again, and then sometimes give him a run in the starting 11 and put, say for instance, it was Kante. I know he doesn't fit there chem-wise, but say for instance, we had Kante on the bench. We could bring him on, start him for a few games, take him off, put Fabinho on, that kind of thing. I think that's what I would like. And of course, getting some decent red player picks in there as well would be nice. The issue with that, of course, is that we only get 2 every week, so it's a waiting game. Maybe I'll have to try and finish goal 2 to get an extra player sort of choice. But the issue with that again is they've changed it and I can't score. I do need to put a chem cell on George Best. If you've got any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But let's go and complete. I think it's marquee matchups I've got. And I'll show you how we've got 27,000 coins in just a second. Although I think it's pretty self-explanatory because I did show yesterday what I was going to do. We've got this. We've got a mega pack for FUT Champions. So this is the tournament. This is probably currently underway. I've got no idea. I don't follow competitive FIFA. We've got 1 Romanian player, 5 leagues, 5 rare players, and a 76 rated team. I'm going to complete this right now. This one took a bit of doing, to be honest, because this is it's not difficult to do. It's just I don't really want to be using any of the players in my club right now because I don't know who I've got in marquee matchups and who I haven't and things. So I've had to go and buy pretty much everyone there, apart from the goalkeeper. I had to buy everyone else. The Romanian cards right now are selling for a lot. 4,000 coins for Popper. I mean, I probably could have waited. He would have come down in price, or I could have just done some bronze pack method and packed one. Or I could have opened the packs that I have right now and maybe packed a Romanian. Who knows? But the gold Romanians are actually selling for nearly 10k. This is going to give us a 35k pack. I'm going to submit that right now. We've got marquee matchups to go and submit as well, which is pretty cool because it will mean that we have some extra packs to open. Flashback Wayne Rooney. I haven't actually looked at this card. I knew it was out, but high defensive work rate, not great at all. 3-star skills, fair enough. 4-star weak foot, fine. That is a great looking card. People moaning about the stamina. I don't see it. I mean, 74 stamina is fine. There's so many players out there with 74 stamina that I use on a day-to-day basis that I don't have a problem with. Even Ibra has worse stamina than that, and yet I don't really feel the need to sub him off. The acceleration, the sprint speed's fantastic. Shot power's great. Long shot's fantastic. Again, not that you can use it anymore. I'll stop moaning about it one day, I promise. Composure's fantastic as well. The agility is fine. Everything about that card screams quality. The issue with it is that high defensive work rate. You might be able to get away with it, though, if you were to just stay forward. 85 rated team, 86 rated team. So it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it is a good card. I won't be doing it. I don't need him, but I would much rather do Alphonso Davies. That guy is actually very, very good. Marquee matchups. Hopefully, I haven't used any of the players that I built this with yesterday in that SBC just now. I don't think I did. We get an Electrum players pack for that, so you never know. That could be pretty sexy. It's going to take us to the store every single time. Nantes against Saint Etienne. That's complete right there. And I thought they would have avoided that, to be honest, using Nantes, because any excuse not. I know they've reduced and fixed Salah's price range, but I don't know. I thought they might have avoided that, but either way, we have this one, which is Feyenoord Ajax. That one is complete and doesn't include a single Eredivisie card, which is crazy how they've just gone from one extreme to the other. You used to, probably last year, that would have been like either one Ajax or one Feyenoord or 2 of each or something. But this year, it's like you don't even need players from that league. This one, you need Bayern or Stuttgart players. I've used a Stuttgart player there, and I've used a Bayern player up here. You actually need Bayern cards for the other SBC as well to get that future star. So I kind of thought they'd tone down that a bit. Bayern players are in demand right now. But that's marquee matchups complete, and we get, I think it's... we'll have to wait and see what pack we get. I think it's a 45k. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I've sold 45 items recently. That's why we had coins in the first place. Contracts for 450 coins. I've only sold 40 something of them. I still have nearly 300 left, so there's a long way to go in that process, but we can keep churning sort of 20k each time and it won't be a problem. Let's send what we used to the transfer list. Anything else down here? Probably used most of that. No, only three, and and then finally just the silver. Right, okay, cool. Let's go open these packs and end the episode. I do apologise that it's a bit of all over the place at the moment. I feel like the road to glory has sort of lost somewhat of direction since we packed that second Ronaldo, because it was kind of like, wow, we've just done the impossible, now what? Let's open the gold pack first. Yeah, it was a prime that we got for completing marquee matchups, so that's cool. There is a chance of getting absolutely anything in any pack right now, because as I'm recording this, Future Stars are still in packs. You know, if EA have done anything, I don't expect them to, but I'm hoping that EA do something with regards to a promo now that Future Stars has left us. I'm hoping for either just some repeatable SBCs of some description, or they're actually going to give us another promo, because at the moment I'm kind of thinking, well, what's next for FIFA? What can they need to keep injecting stuff to keep people interested. We'll do the jumbo gold pack because I never really get anything good from these, because they are pretty bad. I mean, they're good for like non-rares literally, and consumables, and that's probably about it. We get a bunch of non-rares, which is good for upgrades. Not that we really want to do them now, because by the time I actually finish doing all this and editing and stuff, the upgrade system won't be there anymore. We'll have standard upgrades, but we won't have those 81 pluses, which I've actually really enjoyed, as you could probably imagine. So we've got a 45k pack, which is probably the one I'm going to open. I'll open the Electrum, actually. Then I'll do the Prime, because I never get anything in a Prime. And then we'll do the small Prime, and then we'll do the 2 Megas, or might do the small Prime first. Either way, let's do the Electrum players and get that out of the way. Only the one rare in this. And it's not going to be a rare gold, unfortunately for us. So this isn't going that well right now. But these packs are pretty... They have been pretty bad packs anyway, to be fair. Oh, it's... Oh, I thought... I'm very confused. It didn't give me the coin amount, so I kind of thought it was untradeable. Let's do the small Prime first, then we'll do the Prime, and then we'll do the 2 Megas. Just don't see the point in doing the keeping the Prime till last, because technically speaking, it is the better pack. But I don't think I've ever packed anything good in it. I never get even boards in a Prime. As far as tomorrow's content is concerned, you will get a lot of gameplay, because obviously Foot Champs is now upon us, so we'll have a lot of gameplay. If EA decide to release something promo wise, or announce something, we might talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of gameplay tomorrow. So if you do have any questions about whether it be the patch that I keep banging on about, or the account, or maybe a suggestion, or anything, feel free to let me know. Let's crack into this 45k pack and get absolutely disappointed with not even a board. Ready? Wait for it. No board. 45k packs are the biggest waste of money you will ever see. Absolute disgrace. Right, let's just put that in the... I'm keeping everything now. I don't discard things anymore, because you never know what promo might come around the corner that I need non-rares for. So 2 mega packs. If we can get one walkout out of one of these, I'll be very, very happy, although I'm not expecting it. Definitely not out of the first one. A board would be nice, though. There we go. We got a board. That's decent. Argentinian centre forward. Oh, it's going to be Alejandro Gomez. I'll take that. When you see Argentinian centre forward, you instantly think, I've just packed Messi. But of course, it wasn't a walkout, so it was never going to be Messi. To be honest, if I did pack Messi, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably throw my chair at the wall and rage quit the game, because there's no point in me having him. Like, he just wouldn't even fit into my team. That's how crazy the situation is right now. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. We'll keep the position change cards. Don't need that. Don't need those. Put that on the transfer list and store that in the club. This is going to be the last action of today's episode. I don't know how long it's been. I do apologise if it's a short one. But if you have enjoyed the episode, do me a favour and smack that like button. Get your questions in for tomorrow, of course. And subscribe around here if you're new. I'm going to have to start a subscribe to TVM movement, because my social bay projection for 100,000 subscribers is like, I don't know, after the apocalypse or something. So we really do need to get we need to get a shift on. So sub to TVM. Right, let's get this 35k pack open. Come on, EA, be kind. No walkout. That's fine. Can we get a nice little board though? We can. It's not an informed board. It's just a standard. It's French. It's a goalkeeper. Well, actually, that's the best goalkeeper you can get though, French-wise. Ruffier. Not that I'm saying he's good in game. I'm just saying he's 84 rated, and the alternative was Mandanda. So Yeah, I'm alright with that. 84. We got our Dan, who we used to get the pack in the first place, and Mendy, who is a very good left back. Don't really use him, but still, nice few rares in there. Discard that contract. A couple of squad fitnesses, which will help us out. A couple of chem stars, which we'll probably use along the way. Get rid of those balls and that dude right there. And yeah, that's not been too bad. So like I said, do all that good stuff and share the channel around. You know, I'm sure your nan's interested. Just give her a nudge. And until the next time, goodbye.